Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are going to learn about capacitance of spherical capacitor. Okay, capacitance of spherical capacitor. Right, if you are first time to my channel, please consider subscribing and hit the bell icon to get video notifications from my channel. So we need to find the capacitance of spherical capacitor. So consider a spherical Gaussian surface. Okay, spherical Gaussian surface shown this. Okay, so shown here. So there is an inner circle of radius A surrounded by a positive charge, and there is outer circle of radius B surrounded by negative charge, like this. Okay, right. So A is inner circle radius. Okay, so our inner sphere radius, so surrounded by two spheres, right? So inner circle radius or inner sphere radius surrounded by positive charge, and similarly B is outer circle radius or outer sphere radius. Okay, so two spheres consisting of two spheres. One is inner sphere, outer sphere. So inner sphere is constituting of positive charges and outer sphere constituting of negative charges. So two equal and opposite charges separated by some distance in radius. So this forms a spherical capacitor. Okay, so capacitance is given by Q by V21. So we'll proceed in the same way as we have proceeded for the last two videos, like of the concepts of parallel plate capacitor and also coaxial capacitor. So first of all we need to find, so first step or first we have to find E bar. So from E bar, second we can find V21. So once you have V21, third we can find capacitance. These are the three steps, so we have to follow in the same manner, okay, as we are following from the last two videos also, right? So E bar first. So from Gauss law again, from Gauss law, so phi total is equal to Q enclosed. Okay, so what is phi again? Integral S d bar dot ds bar is equal to Q, but d bar is equal to epsilon naught E bar. So we know that d bar is equal to epsilon naught E bar. So integral S epsilon naught E bar ds bar is equal to Q. So epsilon naught is a constant, you can write outside the integration. So epsilon naught into integral S E bar dot ds bar is equal to Q. This implies integral E bar dot ds bar is equal to Q by epsilon naught. Q by epsilon naught. So E bar integral S ds bar is equal to Q by epsilon naught. So this is surface area of sphere, right? So integral S ds bar represents the surface area of sphere. Sorry, surface area of sphere. So what is surface area of sphere? It is given by 4 pi r square. Okay, so E bar into 4 pi r square is equal to Q by epsilon naught. So E bar is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square into AR cap. Okay, so this is volt per meter, right? So this is the formula for electric field intensity for spherical capacitor. For spherical capacitor, this is the formula for electric field intensity. Okay, so once you got electric field intensity, now we can find potential, and from potential we can find the capacitance, right? So now we have got E bar is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square AR cap volt per meter for spherical capacitor. So once you have E bar, we can calculate the potential. V to 1 is given by minus integral 2 to 1. So E bar dot dl bar. So integral minus, of course, 2 to 1. E bar is given by Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square AR cap. And what is dl bar? Dl bar is along radius only, so there is no change in height of the sphere, right? And there is no change in the angle also, so there are no changes in angles of the sphere, so there is only change in radius. So since it is a spherical coordinate system, it is r into, sorry, it is dr ar cap. Okay, so dot dr ar cap. So it will be minus integral 2 to 1 Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square, 4 pi epsilon naught R square dr. So integration is with respect to radius r, right? So we'll change the limit. So what is the radius of the second sphere? So r is equal to b, where 2 represents the outer sphere. Okay, so 2 represents the outer sphere, its corresponding radius is b, and 1 represents the inner sphere. Okay, so inner sphere where the radius of is, sorry, a, radius is a here. Okay, Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square dr. So except r, all these terms, so Q by 4 pi epsilon naught, all these terms are constants. You can write outside the integration. So V21 is equal to minus Q by 4 pi epsilon naught, all these are constants, you can write outside. So integral b to a 1 by r square dr. Okay, so integration of minus 1 by r square is minus 1 by r, so minus Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into minus 1 by r, limits are from b to a. So if you substitute the limit, so it will become minus Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into, so if you substitute the upper limit, it will be minus 1 by a, and if you substitute the lower limit, it will be minus of so if you substitute the lower limit, so if you take this minus outside also, if you take this minus outside, it will become plus here. Okay, so instead of this, so here it will become plus. So if you substitute the upper limit, so this minus also get outside, so you will have only 1 by r. So if you substitute the upper limit, it will be 1 by a minus 1 by b, 1 by a minus 1 by b. Okay, so this is your potential. So this is the formula for potential in the case of spherical capacitor. Okay, Q by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by a minus 1 by b. A is radius of the inner sphere, b is radius of the outer sphere. Okay, so once you got V21, that is potential, you can calculate C, that is Q by V21. So it will be Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into 1 by a minus 1 by b. So Q and Q gets cancelled. Therefore, capacitance is given by 4 pi epsilon naught divided by 1 by a minus 1 by b farads. Okay, so this is the formula for capacitance in the case of spherical capacitor. In the case of spherical capacitor. Okay, so slowly understand the concept. It is very easy to derive. Right, so there is a special case, okay, so called isolated sphere. isolated sphere. So sometimes they may ask you in the competitive exams, so what is the capacitance of isolated sphere? Okay, so isolated sphere is the concept of making outer conductor or outer sphere, okay, outer conductor radius, outer sphere radius or outer conductor radius to infinity. That is, it is existing at infinite distance. Okay, so that means B is equal to infinity. B is equal to infinity. Then such a sphere, okay, so such a sphere is called as isolated sphere. Okay, so the negative charges, so the outer sphere which consists of negative charges is existing at B is equal to infinity. Okay, such a sphere will have such a sphere is called as isolated sphere. Okay, so when B is equal to infinity, 1 by B becomes 0. Okay, so 1 by B becomes 1 by infinity, 1 by infinity is 0. So 1 by B is equal to 0. So what is the capacitance formula? It will be 4 pi epsilon naught by 1 by A. 4 pi epsilon naught by 1 by A. Therefore, capacitance of isolated sphere is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught A. Okay, so this is the formula for capacitance. So in farads, this is the formula for capacitance of isolated sphere. Okay, C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught A. Okay.